We're back again. Week 9. What a grind this week has been. It's we're hitting it. We're hitting the ground running. We're going forward. We're still going with this. Consistency is key. Let's get into it. I'll update you all with what's been going on this week. First things first, with all the mentors that I've got at the moment, tons of value. Tons of value. I always think it's important to invest in yourself because you're never going to lose that stuff once you've got it. So the most important thing, in my opinion, is investing as much into myself because that's only going to reap returns. So I'm never going to lose that. The best thing you can ever do is invest into yourself because it reaps so much return. I know somebody, one of my mentors, for example, has spent 100 grand on himself, probably more than that now, to invest into himself, and that's only going to reap way more in return. And that's the crazy thing about it, is if you invest into yourself, you're going to see the return. It's not going to be instant, but you will see the return from every single thing that you learn. Pay the check to save time. Key takeaways from this week: with business, it's a marathon and it's not a sprint. It's not just going to happen overnight just like that. I've realized that the longer I've gone on with this, like, I'm not going to get to where I want to in my end goal. It's going to take me years. In all honesty, it's going to take me years before I get to where I want to get to. But I'm okay with that because I enjoy the process. It sounds a little bit odd, but people probably think it's really weird, but I really enjoy working. I really enjoy doing what I do. And I think if you can fall in love with the stuff that you do, it makes it so much easier. The key things that I found is, number one, it's marathon, not a sprint. Second thing is consistency. Consistency is a massive thing. I'll be honest, this week I haven't been as consistent as what I'd like to be. Some days I've hit 80 cold calls. Some days I've hit 40 cold calls. Some days I've hit 10 cold calls. And that's just, to be honest with you, because I haven't taken accountability for what I'm doing. I need to just grow up and just be like, I need to do this outreach. That is my non-negotiable, and I'm doing that. Every single day I need to hit the numbers. So from the calls that I have with my mentor and everything that I've learned this week, I've realised that the most important thing is you can only control things that you can do. Now, what do I mean by that? First off, consistency with things that you can control. I can't control how many people are going to, for example, book meetings with me this week or have sales calls with me. But what I can control is, can I get myself better at sales? Can I get better at my appointment booking system? Can I get better at my outreach systems? That will influence if I get more, yeah. But if I hit the same number every single time, every single day, and I do that with consistency, I'm only going to get better at what I do. I'm going to have better scripts. I'm going to have more interactions. If I fail at that, so what? I'm going to get better at it every single time. And that's the way you've got to see it. It's a process. This whole thing is a process. And it's a never-ending process. For example, in 10 years' time, I don't know where I'm going to be in 10 years' time. For all I know, I might be dead. But at least I've given it my best go. I don't know where I'm going to be in 10 years' time, and that's the exciting thing about the process. There's so much potential and so much you can do with your life, and that's what I find so exciting. There's so much to learn. So this week I've been consistently cold calling. How's it gone for me this week? Well, in all honesty, it's been an absolute mixture. I've had some lovely people I've spoken to. I've had some people who, let's just say, weren't as nice as what I would have hoped. I've had some people that just weren't interested, and that's where you've got to handle objection. You've got to be good at handling objections, especially over the phone, because you've got like 10 seconds before they make their mind up and hang up. So making sure that you try and book a meeting over a cold call is so difficult. It's just consistency. Like I said before, consistency, get your script better, get better at it. The more you do it, the better you're going to get. Simple. There's a reason why some people are so good at what they do. It's because they do it so many times. So many times. They put more than 1,000 hours in, for example. They put millions of hours, and it's just perfecting the skill. And it's a craft, and you've just got to be consistent with it, and you've got to get better at it every single time, and you've just got to reflect on it. How can I improve on it? The more you do something, the better you're going to get. It's just the way it is. That's the way life is. So where am I at with my agency at the moment? I realise that this is a process, and it's not going to be like an instant thing. Although I already have 2 clients, I am looking for more, and I feel like one of the best ways to get more is actually just to offer my services out right now for free. And you're probably thinking, oh my God, why are you doing that for free? What are you thinking? Thinking of the money? No. In all honesty, I'm not too bothered about the money right now. I'm more bothered about getting my systems so good. So good to the point that I am the first choice in the market that I'm in. I want to get testimonials. I want to get referrals. I want to get experience. And that's all going to happen from free trials. If I call up a gym and they say to me, how many gyms do you work with? Oh, I've only worked with 2 gyms currently. They'd be like, oh, okay, so he's worked with 2. Now, if I call up a gym and they ask me, oh, how many gyms do you work with? I've worked with 20. They're going to be like, whoa, he knows what he's doing because he's worked with 20 gyms. And some of those gyms might sign on after the free trials, for all I know. I'm not holding out for that, but if my service delivery and what I say and I deliver is good enough, then why wouldn't it be? So that's what I'm going to try out for the next couple of weeks, and I'll give you some feedback on that for the next couple of videos of how the free trials are going. The other thing is I want to improve my systems at the moment. So my backend systems, I've started using a system called Go High Level. Essentially, it's automated systems. It's quite a lot to get to grips with. So that's another skill that I need to get better at with service delivery, is the Go High Level system, set up automations, the email marketing part of it, because that's what I'm trying to get better at the moment. But once I get that, it's just going to be practice. Just the more I do stuff. And it's just time. Time is what it's going to take. That's just the way it is. Action steps for next week. I am going to outreach to at least 100 gyms on Saturday and Sunday. So 100 each, Saturday and Sunday. And then throughout the week, I'm going to try and get 100 from Monday to Friday. Obviously, I work a 9 to 5 as well, so I've got to work around that. Some days I'll be working later, just the way it is. Got to prioritise the 9 to 5 at the moment, but that's just the way it is. So with the outreach, I'm planning on landing 2 free trial clients this week. 2 free trial clients that I can run my systems on, check that it's working well. And if it works well, fantastic. They can give me a referral, testimonial, give me some feedback as well, which would be really, really helpful, and how I can improve it, make it even better. And then I'm going to litter my website with tons of testimonials, video testimonials, all sorts. That's the plans for this week. Let's see how it goes. And remember, guys, take action.